The plastic.
Fish.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken. But I want the plastic. Now let me tell you about my road trip the next 3 days. But let's start with today, 23rd of September. And Wednesday. And it's today Saudi Arabia's National Day. And it's a holiday here. Alhamdulillah. So tomorrow I'm off, and for the next 3 days I will travel. September the 23rd of the year 2020 here in Saudi Arabia, and it's now 6:15 in the morning, and I stopped here at my friendly grocer. In Saudi we call it the Bakala, and we are ready for our camping. Just after 6 here in Darb, Saudi Arabia, and on the top of the screen, as you can see, it's 31 degrees C. And to all my Muslim friends in South Africa, second from the bottom, Mecca. Just before Mecca, I will turn right into the mountains. And this is the roundabout at Shukaik. And this is known as Tahliya. Tahliya means sweet water. Tonight with some friends, some special friends, my Indian friends from Kerala, Satish and Tanmay, and the 2 daughters in Taif. But what I want to tell you is all those friends in overseas. See this hat? Dakar. In 3 months from now, there's another Dakar race in Saudi Arabia. You better be here. 5 of January, the Dakar, the second Dakar race in Saudi Arabia starts. Come, join me. We're going to go camping in the desert, follow the Dakar. I will teach you 2 Afrikaans words in this video. The first one is bliksem. You might ask, what does bliksem mean? Now, bliksem, the good meaning of it is immaculate. Wow. So I won't say wow again. I will say bliksem. And then, instead of saying the English, let's go, or let's move, this is a very important one. Gooi milies. Gooi milies in South Africa mean go, go, go. No stop. No excuses. Look at the Saudi National Day. The flags on this lamp poles, and then this very big flag here. Bliksem. Just after 8 o'clock. This damn gogga. Now, oh yeah, that's another Afrikaans word, gogga. Gogga is the same for as a virus. Gogga in my country is anything that can bite you, that can kill you, that can injure you, that can make you sick. That's a gogga. As from yesterday, the UK is back in lockdown, level 4, because of this second wave. France, Holland, Spain, Portugal, again this second wave. Unbelievable. It's now 12 months since I've been home, and because of this gogga. So my request to you all, let's take care. Let's take care. This damn gogga is going to be with us for a long, long time. Well, it's time to get going. Bliksem. Niels, Isaac, look at this one. Now let me tell all our friends. 30 years ago we had a very big contract. And you see this crane? We bought a similar crane. And it looked exactly like this. The same condition. Because on our bill of quantities, there was a big amount of money for a crane. Well, we repaired that crane. Yeah, and the crane serviced us for many, many years. Today we are all worried about safety. Those days, that 10-ton crane, no, I think it's the 8-ton crane. We lifted 15-ton with the rear wheels lifting. But what did we say? Gooi milies, gooi milies. 9 o'clock, and I stopped here in the desert to make a coffee, but it's too hot outside. Instead, I took a cold drink from my cooler. Yeah, and this is where I'm parked. Looked at this beautiful desert. And while I'm taking a break here in the desert, cheers. The last 2-3 weeks was a difficult time in my personal life, and let me explain. My wife Maria and myself, we had to take decisions. This damn virus, this damn Goga, it's been a year that I haven't been home. 2-3 days, 4 days ago, my wife asked me, now, when are you coming home? And I said, well, depends on the curve. I said to her, the other option is repatriation, to go home and not coming back. And she said, that's a good idea. And she asked me, what is my plan with or during retirement? And I told her, I want to let my hair grow. And here in my neck, I want a very big tattoo of a scorpion. And the blood must run down here. And I want the earring in this ear. I just want to relax. And she was listening. She said, excuse me? And she said, not in my house. You stay where you are. So that solved the problem. That solved the decision. No repatriation. Stay in Saudi until I sorted out my my ideas of retirement. Well, I've turned around because there's one of these trucks with our pipes, and he's parked here. Let me see what's wrong with this guy. Let me talk to this driver. As you can see, there's 2 of these 80-inch spools here on this truck. Can you believe this guy is still sleeping and it's 8:43? Well, the driver say this tire is leaking air, so he put in plastic to seal between the tire and the rim. And the rim is most probably corroded. I spoke now very nicely to the driver. And I asked him, yalla, yalla. Gooi milies, gooi milies. Usama is waiting for these pipes. So Usama, the pipes will be there after lunch. Yalla, yalla. Gooi milies, gooi milies. I'm on a road trip, so I can eat cheap fast food on the road. And this is the Red Sea here in the town of Al Kunfaida. 35 degrees C here, and high humidity here next to the coastline. Now look at this beautiful shop. Special for today in the Saudi National Day. Salam. So what is the name? Salam? No? Sabil al Salam. Mavi Arabic. And look at this special case here in the freezer. Yalla yalla, gooi milies. 11 o'clock and the temperature is 44 degrees. Right, I have found a tree. Alhamdulillah. Now let us look at this al-bike. Of course, there's lots of different products, but I love these chicken nuggets, spicy chicken nuggets. and my coleslaw. That's it. It was a good lunch. Let me show you what I do. This is my rubbish. Put it in a plastic bag and I take it with me. We all must do our part of saving and protecting the environment. 12:30 and I am now turning away from the highway 55 towards Jeddah. This is let me see, 190 kilometers to Jeddah. So I'm going here through the desert towards Taif. This is a very small village here on the way to Mecca, but it's very specially constructed, and this very big mosque and a lot of police here. Makit Ya Lam Lam. This must mean something special. My Saudi friends, please tell me what it is. This might be the borderline from Mecca, ne? That look at this beautiful mosque here. Beautiful. Between the sand dunes and the start of the mountains, you see this rocky outcrops, and it's all covered in sand. Beautiful. As you can see, here is the start of the mountains. The elevation now is 100 meters above sea level. I turned away from the Red Sea Road, Highway 55, about 30 kilometers ago. And anytime now, the mountain passes will start. 1:30. And I'm here on a small road leading through the mountains. I'm not in the mountains yet, but towards Taif. What I wanted to tell you is, in my earlier discussion, me and my wife talked about the covert and flattening the curve. And to maintain this flat curve before I can come home. And I said to her, there's another problem, and that is the project curve. And she said to me, so you have to flatten this curve also? I said, no. A project curve must go up. I stop here next to the road, looking at this camel and this Bedouin or camel farmer. Look at him, he's riding on the back of that camel. Let me see if I can give him a cold drink. Yeah, I called him over. He looks beautiful. Of course he cannot speak English. Salam alaikum. Kaif halak? Cold drink. Right, this is. But the plastic. Chicken. But I want the plastic. Hey. Yeah, plastic is mine. Mafi back. Mafi. Okay, take like that. Masalama. Bliksem. This is a beautiful road. This small road here the start of the mountains. And first let me apologize for this khokhas here on the window. Yeah, that's also a khokha. Khokha is everything, anything that's bad. And the temperature is 45 degrees, elevation 240 meters above sea level. Well, I just had to make a 270 turn because the road leads directly to Mecca, and then there's a check post, and as a non-Muslim I'm not allowed in there, so it was a very sharp right turn. Now I'm on the way to Taif, so it's very interesting. Non-Muslims is not allowed inside the Mecca area. Right, we are starting with the mountain range. Elevation now is 470 meters above elevation, sea elevation. Temperature is 44 degrees. Imagine 44 degrees in these mountains, this rocky mountains, and no wind. Bliksem. And look at this road going down there, all around this mountain, and this wadi at the bottom. It is now 42 kilometers since I entered the mountain, and I'm still on this mountain road. The first mountain range was 1,100 meters high. Then I dropped down to 600. Then the second one was 1,050. And then we dropped down to 700. And now it's the third range, mountain range, still driving in the direction of Taif. And we are at 1,240 meters already. Bliksem, impressive, beautiful road. The cost. Imagine the cost to build these roads. Indeed, a national treasury, something to be proud of, especially on this day, the Saudi National Day. Look at this colors of this rock, all the different colors. Bliksem. And look at these rocks with these different colors of lines. There's a specific name for this. I will search for the name and I'll put it down here in the video. And look here at that different color. That line, then dark, then a brown, and then that orange. Bliksem. And look here, you can clearly see it's a different type of rock formed at a different stage of this world. And I can guarantee you this is long before the Chogha time. This is a long time. It looks like we're gonna cross the 4th mountain range, and you see that top. That's the road coming down there. On the other side of this hill, where that grey area is, that's the road. And down here is the road. Bliksem. And it's 3 o'clock. Been on the road 9 hours. 650 kilometers for the day so far. I hope you can hear me on this wind. And I am standing on top of a hill. The cherry on the cake today. And let me show you what we're looking at. And this is the road. As I said, 2,000 meters elevation, and that's the road down there. And we crossed over 3 mountain ranges. Took me 2.5 hours to do this 150 kilometer from the Red Sea. All my friends out there overseas, let me show you how a wadi start. As you can see here, there's the water flow starts here, and then it's small, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And as all the water collects from the mountains, it becomes a massive river when it's flood rains here in the mountain. And the big wadi is down there, not very clear on the camera because of the fog and the mist. And let's look over there. There you can see the sand. That is a big wadi, water flowing from the mountains. And there's the temperature, 28 degrees, 17 degrees cooler. And it's now 3 o'clock, 3:15. And I am at elevation 2,214. 330. 2,200 meters. And I'm on top of the world. I mean, I'm top of the mountain. And look at this beautiful mountain. I am 5-6 minutes away from the camping spot. And there's a lot of fog and mist, so you can't see the mountains very clear. But believe me, you can trust me this time. Bliksem. Very, very beautiful. Mickey Mouse sitting on a chair, waiting for me. It is 3:45, and it's 2,453 meters above sea level. Temperature is 26 degrees, 19 degrees cooler than 3 hours ago. And I'm here at Al Shafa Mountain Park, close to Taif. Right, that is the end of today's road trip. It is now 5 minutes to 5. Camping area. Yeah, to close this day. It was a good day, but in many sin lonely. 1 year away from home, as I said. This gocha, but we will win. Look at that beautiful view. It's 7 minutes past 6 and the sun is setting here from the mountains in Taif. Beautiful.